It's over the head of the catcher, and FIU will tie it in the bottom of the ninth. Velez scores a wild pitch. Kohal sends it high and deep to left center field. At the warning track, it's gone, and it's a brand new game. Aiden Kohal ties it up at 3 with a 3-run homer. Stonehill alive in the 6th. Two running backs in the backfield. Vasco takes the snap, fakes the handoff, look and play action downfield. Dangerous throw, it's intercepted. Josiah McGrew has it. McGrew tackled at the 44-yard line. Oh, what a mistake from Ethan Vasco and Josiah McGrew, who's made game-changing plays as a true freshman makes another one. Grossenbacher sends it high in the air, deep right field. It is gone. It is tied. Bailey has done it. It's a 5-5 game. The Panthers, down to their last out, find another magical moment. Martinez crushes it to dead center field. It's out of here. It's a game-winning walk-off home run. Janelle Martinez wins it for FIU. It's an 11-game winning streak and a 6-5 victory. Panthers 4, Skyhawks 3. Entering this top of the 9th inning, FIU taking the lead in the 8th. And for Villarreal, 0 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and untouchable since the big moment and the home run for Stonehill, the 6th inning of this game.
Nobody warming up in the bullpen either, so Witten's going to lean on Villarreal to come out here, continue the success that he's had since giving up that home run and close this one out.
I mean, it's been very well earned. I mean, even being a junior college transfer, he's shown a lot of poise and a lot of maturity to be able to go out there and get a lot of key outs even after giving up the home run to tie it. So good on Villarreal, and excited to see what he does here in the last half of the inning.
5 of the last 7 Stonehill batters that have come up have struck out. And so he's been on top of his game. Stonehill with just 2 hits tonight. The offense has been quiet, came through in a clutch spot in the 6th, and they need 1 to keep this game going in the 9th. And got the heart of their order up to do it with Sean McGee, the 2-hitter, Aiden Kohal, and Jack Dorbon will bat after him. 1 will have to reach in order for Taylor Gaspar to get an opportunity.
There's that changeup again. I mean, that's his bread and butter. He's been going to that thing anytime he's getting ahead in the count, and the Stonehill hitters really haven't had a lot of time to adjust to it.
Villarreal in the driver's seat. Laced back into center. Stonehill's got life in the 9th. Leadoff single for McGee, and just the 3rd hit of the night for the Skyhawks.
It's a shame, too, because Villarreal, the first 2 pitches of that at-bat were pretty perfect.
Deciding to attack on the 0-2. And so now here comes Aiden Kohal. He has the biggest swing tonight for Stonehill and a 3-run home run to tie this game in the 6th inning. Strike 1.
Curious to see how FIU attacks Kohal here as well, because he put a very excellent swing on the last ball he had at the ballpark. So definitely got to pitch him tough here.
Representing the potential go-ahead run for the Skyhawks. But Villarreal is in another 0-2 count, where he's just been living. That's how he's picked up strikeout after strikeout, and 5 of them in just 3 innings.
I think he's going to go to the slider here. I mean, the changeup, he hasn't thrown a lot to lefties, but when that thing's working, it's a pretty good pitch.
One to waste outside. A junior utility player from the Bronx. Stood out when entering the Stonehill program in the fall. Villarreal keeping McGee honest, knowing how important that run is at first base, and the nature of having a lefty out there on the bump makes it even tougher for Stonehill to get aggressive at first base. Got him on the 1-2, and the 6th strikeout for Juan Villarreal is a big one for the first out in the 9th.
That's exactly definitely the sequence that Villarreal need to go to there. I mean, safe to say Quillhall was sitting on a breaking ball, and he's able to blow the fastball right by him. So great on Villarreal there to make a really good pitch there at the first out of the inning.
Could tell he was waiting for that slider to come too, but he just threw 90 right by him.
Spicing up the velo in a big spot.
Brings up Thorbom.
Plenty of power in his bat. And he goes chasing. 11 homers for Jack Thorbon's, the one grad student on this Stonehill team.
So this is definitely a guy in this spot that they feel very reliable here, and they very much trust him a lot here.
Oh, perfect break. And, well, guess what? It's another 0-2 count. A perfect game preseason All-Northeast Conference selection in his second year with this program. Coming over from Northeastern. One and two.
Especially with Gaspar on deck, got to think that Villarreal wants to get him out here, but more importantly, get him out on his best pitch. Cannot let Gaspar get up with 2 runners on.
Dornbon sends it to right. It's off the wall. Off the wall. Getting a late start, McGee. Around third and getting the wave home. Yaloa dropped it. And McGee held up at third. Oh my, he thought Yaloa would fire home and had McGee kept running, this game would be tied. And so the Panthers catch a break, but still Stonehill with a huge threat.
Panthers catch a huge break there. There's no way he gets him out at home plate after dropping the ball. And fortunate that hit off the wall and didn't go over the wall.
And Aiden Sengenberg coming up to the box.
So Gaspar has struck out 3 times tonight, and a huge time for Coach Bone and the Skyhawks to bring in their first pinch hitter of this game. FIU head coach Rich Witten talking to his new southpaw and to this entire FIU infield, which has been granted a second chance to end this game in the top of the 9th when that did not seem possible. McGee got a late start because he's waiting to see if Condelas makes that catch, and then, like you said, Solano would have scored.
He gets held up by the third base coach, who couldn't have known that there wouldn't be an easy pickup on the throw, but it wasn't the best throw from the outfield either. And just as he goes to make that turn, ball just gets away from him.
It's kind of a tough call too, right? I mean, it's almost like a 50-50 play. I mean, you don't want to send him into an out, but then again, you have one of your better hitters coming up. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure Gaspar got a little banged up on the last at batting when it was his back or something, but the fact they set up Aiden Sengenberger means they trust him in this spot. Why not give him the opportunity to get a big swing off instead of with one out instead of 2, so.
To your point, was nursing that upper body after that third strikeout. And so Stonehill making a change at second base as well. Sengenberger swings and misses, strike 1. Second straight day that we've seen Will Newton come in and pinch run, and you see him on the left side of your screen, number 4. On a hit to the outfield, he'll try to score and give Stonehill the lead.
Do you want camera 2 to follow?
FIU focused on getting 2 more. And strike 2 immediately. 0-2 again. High drama in Sengenberger, who's been sitting on the bench all game.
I think Villarreal here goes to change it. That's been his absolute best pitch against righties here with 2 strikes.
Got him on 3 pitches. And what a response. The Panthers 1 out away.
Big out there for Villarreal. I mean, Thorbon hit that ball very well. I mean, it's very easy as a pitcher to get flustered, but what a sequence there to go change a fastball and Will Williams change it.
In 3 pitches, too. Talk about composure after almost giving up a home run that would have given the Skyhawks the lead to come out, and now you're just 1 out away.
It's all up to Dylan Z. Motel. And not many have been able to hang with Villarreal's stuff these last couple innings. Thorbon, the one exception with the double.
It's Gotta get back here for Z Motel. Gotta imagine Villarreal is trying to keep the ball down.
7 strikeouts for Villarreal, and now he's a strike away from getting a Panther victory. 0-2, where he's lived. And here we go in the biggest pitch, the biggest moment tonight. The go-ahead run is at seconds. C. Motel stays alive.
If you're Villarreal here, the Thormond pitch, you got a fastball, a little bit too much middle. Got to think he's going to have to go back to that changeup because he got the last guy on the changeup, and that's what he's been feeling the best.
McGee at third and Newton at second. We'll keep it going. Out of play from Z Motel. 0 for 2 tonight. Does have a walk. Fought his way into this starting lineup late last year. What a moment right here. Into left field, base hit. Stonehill ties the game and will try to take the lead. Newton scores. The Skyhawks down to their last out. Now in front, 5-4. Oh, here we go. FIU is a first down away from victory and a first down away from moving to 5-5 on the season. Second down and 11. 2 minutes left in the game. FIU 27, Liberty 24. What kind of finish do we have in store at Pitbull Stadium and what has been one heck of a football game?
And the play calling for FIU offensively has just been unbelievable. I mean, the timing, the understanding, and the playmaking itself has just been high level and efficient.
So here we go, 2nd and 11. Liberty's out of timeouts. FIU with a bunch formation, and this is just the second time tonight we've seen Joe Pazanski go under center. He's got KJ Owens, his running back behind him, snapping a handoff to KJ. Oh, he runs over a defender before he's taken down at the 42. Look out, it's the KJ train rumbling into Miami. It'll be 3rd and much more manageable.
KJ Owens takes that side step to the left and then just bursts into space. All that momentum, puts his shoulder down and picks up another about 1.5 yards after that contact.
Clock ticking now to 1 minute and 20 seconds, and this is the game. If FIU can pick this up. 3rd down and 4 at the Liberty 43. Pazanski under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Owens. Owens up the middle. It looks like he's got it. The FIU bench celebrating. It's real close right to the marker. Liberty thinks they've stopped him. It is within 1 yard. And he is short by inside a yard. And so FIU will run this clock down. They can run the clock to inside 30 seconds, and then Willie Simmons will use a timeout. Clock ticking inside 30 seconds, and so it'll be another FIU decision. Do you try to just end the game yourself on 4th and 1 at the 40, or do you punt it back to Liberty as the clock ticks down to 1 with 27 seconds left? FIU uses its first timeout. And so if you punt it to Liberty, no timeouts if you can pin them inside the 10, or do you just try to get 1 yard? You're FIU, you've been running the ball all day.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been leaning on the run game, and KJ Owens picked up significant yards there on the recent 2 plays. So do you go ahead and count on your O-line to be what they've been all night, which is rock solid? Count on your running back to pick up that 1 yard and would see this game to its finish. I mean, you pick up that 1 yard.
The offense is on the field. Pizanski leading his team back out there.
And obviously the chance to pull Liberty to jump.
Owens in the backfield, Pizanski under center. And there's a whistle. It can't be for a timeout because FIU just took one and Liberty's out of them.
It looked like they just wanted to respot the ball.
Oh, your heart stops on a potential false start or something like that. Liberty has 7 defenders right at the line, and then another 3 waiting. Pizanski under center on 4th and 1 from the 40. He trips, gives it to Owens. Owens back up the middle. He just needs 1 yard to end the game. Joe Pizanski took the snap under center and was falling down as he gave it to KJ Owens. What is the verdict? My goodness, he went right into a mob of defenders.
And the play from Pizanski just to get this ball handed off to KJ Owens, falling down.
And the chains will come back out for the 2nd time tonight. And if this is a first down, the chains will decide this game. 20 seconds left on the clock. Liberty hoping that FIU is short and to have a chance.
And even if this is short, there's 20 seconds left on the clock. Liberty has no timeouts.
Is it enough for an FIU first down? Oh my, it's short. A few inches short. And so now Liberty has life. 20 seconds left though, no timeouts. The Flames will look to try to get into field goal range for Jay Billingsley. His long this year is 50, so still need a chunk of yards. They take over at the 40-yard line after picking up the 4th down stop.
And you got to wonder if Pizanski doesn't take that slight stumble on the way back. Does that not delay it enough where that play?
Fraction of a
Yep.
second. No timeouts for Liberty. 1st and 10 at the 40. Vasco takes the snap, dropping back, pressure behind him. It's batted down by FIU. The pass was batted down by Zion Chapman with pressure quickly coming from Kenton Simmons and Keegan Davis. Liberty very fortunate to avoid a sack that may have just ended the game right there.
Well, you talk about putting an opponent in an uncomfortable situation. This is going to be all throwing downs for Liberty from here on out, and not something that they've had to do at all in this game.
14 seconds left. FIU leading 27-24. 2nd down snap to Vasco. He fires over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Jamari Person. Mr. Clark in coverage. He had that read like a book, and the throw sailed high. And now 11 seconds. Liberty running out of time to try to even get into field goal range.
They need a big play here.
They need at least 25 yards just to try a field goal, and there's only 11 seconds left. 3rd and 10. Vasco takes the snap, fires it downfield. It's caught by Lee. Lee breaks a tackle down at the 30-yard line. 4 seconds left.
Well, this is going to be tough to get all the way down.
The time will stop to move the chains. Billingsley will come on to try to kick this. A 48-yarder. It's up from Billingsley. The kick is good. It's good. It somehow got over the crossbar by inches. At the buzzer, Liberty has tied the game at 27. A shocking late game sequence that sends us to overtime.
The ball back.
Second life. Oh, Yarborough took it away, and then Collins did the same. Rima Collins, what an individual effort that was. My goodness.
Just rim running, gets the ball right back.
As Kennedy Austin colliding
to the table. It's a physical 94 feet. And you're seeing right here, every inch, Yarborough gets the steal, Collins rips it back for FIU, and she's got a game-high 12 points.
Kennedy Austin just running down the sideline. Judith claiming she pushed me, but I think they were both pushing each other.
Almost right into our broadcast setup here, ESPN Plus. Austin weaving her way through. That was nifty.
It's just too easy. You know Coach Burks isn't going to be happy about that, getting right through the paint. Nobody stopping her driving lane, and easy deuce. That's the second one here.
Relatively
in the third quarter.
Quiet first half for her. Lightbourne's got 2 threes in the third quarter.
Looks like we found their shooter in the corner again. In transition 3, catch and shoot.
Pressure continues. We are tied at 37. And another UMBC turnover. Ferrer Leal and Collins with pressure right on the boundary.
That trap is just so deadly when you can get into your opponent's space and not allow them to look up to find that outlet pass. Another turnover, giving the Panthers the opportunity to take their first lead since the very first minute of the game.
It was 28-15 UMBC lead. Lightbourne with the hot hand. Coming to life in this third quarter with 8 points in 3 minutes. Tillman out of the pressure. Can't hit. Second chance, that's Elena Williams with a much needed response for UMBC. And so now we go back and forth. The offense is coming to life. We're all tied up at 30 now.
And who do you think they want to get the ball to here, Zach? I have an idea.
Well, number 0's got the hot hands. But that time, Ferrer Leal missed it. Williams trying to save the possession. Loose, and Atkins picks it up. It's a rolling ball on the court. Oh my goodness. And Williams finishes the most chaotic sequence of basketball that we've seen on this court maybe all season.
You know what that is, though? Those are the basketball gods rewarding effort, because she dove for a ball. Nobody would have blamed her because it was a bad pass going out of bounds. She dove for that ball, and one way or another, it got back to her for the easy bucket.
I mean, the ball was quite literally just rolling up and down the court. There's a 3 for Atkins that missed the mark.
Look at this. We got bodies on the ground everywhere.
This game is the perfect blend of chaos on both sides. It really, it's like evened itself out. Williams saved it, and then the underhanded pass from Atkins was intercepted, and then Williams was just already under the basket, right place, right time.
And Paris, I think she thought she was going to get called for a travel or a double dribble. She never really had control of the ball, so she just flipped it up to Judith. The problem is she would have been able to kind of just stop, compose herself. You had 2 UMBC players on the ground behind her. It would have been a 5-on-3 coming the other way for the team in blue. And instead, it was a turnover, and here's another turnover.
Grecia Ferrer Leal with the steal and the score. And a timeout, UMBC. It's been all sorts of chaos. A sloppy third quarter. The Panthers will take it. 41-41. The margin for error has vanished.
Yep.
For Temple, who for the second consecutive match find themselves in a 2-0 hole in the first half. And a tough one to dig themselves out of, but we still got a lot of soccer left to play here tonight. What a job there by Lefebvre. A clean tackle, sliding right to the ball and stripping possession away. Here's Brady. And Temple closed it off as he was looking to go towards the middle.
And we've seen this Temple side put together highly efficient and threatening second halves. So have to be wary of that. And obviously we did mention the 11 goals conceded from FIU in second halves, but we also did preface that with a different story per match. So you do need to be careful when you have a lead like this and you have a team in Temple that what do they have to lose? You throw caution to the wind, you're down 2-0. You know you're going to get everything thrown at you that first 10, 15 minutes, the start of the second half. Obviously, you still have plenty of time, or you still have some moments here to conclude the first. But really buckling in, continuing to build on the details that have you up 2-0. Being ruthless with seeing this game out and possibly pushing for a third.
That was a ferocious effort by Arevalo, who was double teamed and then absorbs the contact.
He gets sandwiched in there.
And he baited Temple into a foul right there. Job well done, and a free kick upcoming. Into the final 2 minutes of this first half. That is quickly, in these last 20 minutes, become a statement first half for the FIU Panthers. Goals in the 30th and 40th minute. And we'll have a stoppage. Eric Hernandez checks in for Paulo Campula. And Consoloni will give it one more try. Operates quickly, trying to catch the Owls off guard, and Brady earns the corner kick. An argument here from Temple. They're furious. High IQ soccer on display from the FIU Panthers to move quickly than Temple was ready for. More quick than the Owls were ready for. And now another corner kick. It's the third of the night. Last one resulted in a Panther goal, and this one FIU has to reset. Into the last minutes. Here's a chance for Travis in. 3 goals for FIU in the first half. Owen Travis, the celebration is on.
Roa back up top. Owen Hiltz, 2 goals on the evening. Griffin Cook with speed. Launches on net. Oh, baby. Griffin Cook's on the board. He's fired up. Syracuse, a double-digit lead inside the dome.
He should be fired up, Zach.
Scott Marr was incensed at that call being reversed, the possession being awarded to Syracuse, giving an earful to the officials.
Let's see if the flag comes out.
He's warning him, saying you better stop or that flag's going to be pulled. Sure enough, it was.
And Marr's been drawing all game.
Orange on the man advantage for a minute. Right in front of the net. That's how you do it. That's number 5. Joey Spallina have a night. Syracuse sets up shop. Racing in Luke Roa. And that's out of the stick of Carter Kempney, rolling out of bounds, and a turnover. First one forced by the Great Danes.
That's something Gary Gate talked about a lot in our call this week. Limit the turnovers. If they can do that, they'll have a successful weekend.
Elijah Gash all the way in, a long pole goal. You want a response, Great Danes? You got one.
Saw a couple of those at Casey Stadium when these two faced off last season. And this is just picture perfect from Gash. Nobody is on him. He has so many looks there. He has a golden opportunity, takes advantage of it. Going on the weaker side, it's cake for Gash.
He had 2 goals all of last season. How about the response from the Great Danes? 2 sides that, well, went back and forth last season. It was UAlbany that took a 14-12 win. And if this start is any indication, we could be in for another fantastic contest between these 2 local foes. Ball loose and picked up by the leading goal scorer, Graydon Hall. Now in over the restraining line. As the Great Danes trying to take the lead for the first time in this one. Palangin into the offensive third, now racing all the way back to X. Here he comes. That ball out of the stick and poked loose. Thomas Decker couldn't hold on to it. Here come the Orange on the break. Owen Hiltz. What do the Orange decide to do? Carter Rice backing off. Expect with the injury to Brandon Aviles, Carter Rice to play a lot more up.
And he already had a phenomenal move to take it into the offensive zone for the Cuse. Nice spin move it around midfield. If they score here, look to Rice for some credit.
Michael Leo with speed. Look to try a shot, instead holds on to it. How about the Great Danes with the physicality? That's a turnover. One to one the score. Less than 3 minutes in. Great Danes threatening again. It's Graydon Ha. 4 goals last season against the Orange to help UAlbany pick up that upset win. 14-12 at Casey Stadium. UAlbany just 1 for 5, though, to finish the season after that. And that turnover will give Syracuse possession. Orange racing in. Pass in front, shot bounces and over the nets. Great look in front of it. Sam Alexo, who had Syracuse's first goal of the season. And the first goal against Vermont had the chance.
And he was right at the doorstep. He came out of nowhere, completely unmarked by this UAlbany defense.
A couple of changes for the Orange. Finn Thompson, he gives off to Michael Leo. Leo, the freshman.
Very young group. Lots of talent with this young class as well for the Cuse.
Shot on net, that's in! Unbelievable Jackson Burtwhistle making an early statement.
Doing almost everything else the way they'd want. But the 8 service errors, not what they'd want, of course. Huckabee to the back corner. Jillian Huckabee, a game-high 9 kills. She is closing in on double-digit kills for the 5th time in the last 7 games, and that's after, again, her role getting back to the way that she plays. She did not have that type of offensive presence in the first 12 matches for FIU. Then we saw it against Missouri State. We saw it against Sam Houston. We're seeing it here now. Panthers back up 3. Gillens blocked at the line, and Delaware's got no answer. And right now, this is about the FIU front with all the answers for the Delaware offense.
Yeah, Kira Givens, we've called her name so much on what she can do on the offensive end. Now we get a big look at her defensive skills. A big 6'3" block in front of Gillens, puts that ball down dominantly for her Panthers.
And Delaware burns its last timeout, in danger of falling in the hole you don't want to fall into. 2 sets to none, and so trying to, if nothing else, just kind of take some time to allow her team to breathe and try to stop this momentum by taking some time here.
Yeah, and I mean, they're doing pretty well defensively. We touched on their blocks, of course. You look at the stats with their digs. They have 23 on FIU's 16. They're keeping the rallies going. They're getting good touches. They're just not converting offensively. They're hitting only a 137. They have 13 attack errors, and they just need to do maybe a little better job of siding out as well. They're at 54.3 right now. The goal is to be around that 60%, be able to side out a little more often on first ball kills, and that'll help you not get into those slumps of, you know, down by 4, down by 5, down by 3, and be able to keep this match a little closer.
That is really where it's felt like this match has been the entire way. A 3 to 4 point FIU lead, and then maybe there's a run by Delaware to cut it to 1, but as soon as it gets there, FIU has been able to keep Delaware at arm's length. And the Blue Hens have not held a lead in this second set. It was a 25-21 victory for FIU in set 1. A 4-point difference, that's what we have right now. Jillian Huckabee, 9 kills, 2 digs, and a block. We still got some volleyball left to play here as well, plenty of it. Givens is blocked and in.
The Gillens and Givens battle.
We highlighted in the open, folks.
We called it at the beginning. We see it back-to-back points there. Kira Givens with the initial block. Now you see Gillens on the opposite side getting a block for herself. Another look at this one. Just hits her fingertips, goes straight down. Maybe a little bit of net in there too, but got that stat.
And that's her second block of this match, as much as we've highlighted her offense. Oh, the deception from Savannah Cook. She loves running that play. FIU loves putting it in motion. It disrupts timing, it disrupts positioning, and it's got FIU back up by 4.
And they're so intentional with it too. That's Aubrey Lissy who's serving, coming into that right back position, whereas Savannah Cook is attacking that right back position. She barely has enough time to get set before that ball is already hitting the floor.
Set it up for Red. Panthers block it. And that's been the story late in set 2. The FIU defense has really been ready for these attacks by the Delaware front row.
Yeah, another look at this one. Just a good read on that outside pin.